Just a robot.
I'm back!
So, I always wanted to see Cobra Kai, but unfortunately I didn't have YouTube Red. But luckily, Cobra Kai is now on Netflix. So I binge-watched the first 2 seasons, and the season 2 finale almost made me cry. Then I realized Netflix also released Cuties, and it actually made me cry. Now, I already knew about Cuties from the trailer on YouTube, which has a lot of dislikes. At the time of me recording this, it almost has 2 million, which is more than all of the dislikes on the Battlefield 5 trailer and the trailer for Ghostbusters 2016 combined. Now, the trailer was absolutely awful, but to be fair, so was the Big Mouth trailer, and it turned out to be not as bad as the trailer made it out to be. So I was willing to give this movie a chance, and it turns out it's even worse than the trailer made it out to be. I remember when there was a bunch of controversy over the poster for Cuties, Netflix took it down and said, "Oh, we're so sorry, this poster doesn't represent the movie." And to that I have to say, you're right, the poster should have been way more provocative. Oh my god, I actually said that word for once. A lot of the things I heard about Cuties I didn't want to believe, but unfortunately, basically all the ones I've heard are true. 11-year-old girls twerking? Yep. The 11-year-old girl main character taking a picture of her vajayjay and posting it on Instagram or whatever? Yep. Little girl blowing into a used condom thinking it's a balloon? Yep. Little girls trying to use their bodies to get things, whether it's seducing a security guard or her own dad?
Yep.
But you guys already know all about this. There's thousands upon thousands of videos reviewing Cuties, and about 99.9% of them are negative.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all.
I watched it, and was it any good?
No.
It was really bad.
It is beyond repulsive. It is absolutely disgusting. The fact that Cuties is on Netflix is nothing shy of a crime, in my opinion.
It doesn't matter what culture, what race, what religion, what background you come from. No one gets down with watching 11-year-olds fucking sexualized in this manner. It's not fucking okay.
So instead of talking about why I think the movie Cuties is anything but cute, I'm going to be talking about the people defending this movie. And yes, there are people defending this movie. After dealing with the lockdowns, the riots, the current election going on, and now this, I'm gonna finally use this media clip that I've been saving for such an occasion.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
First, let's start off with something a lot of you probably already know about. The New Yorker tweet that they later deleted. Cuties, quote unquote, which has angered scandal mongers on the right, is the story of a girl's outrage at and defiance of a patriarchal order. Yep, apparently being against this movie makes you right-wing. Now, I want to make this clear. I don't want to turn this video into a whole left versus right debate. Even most leftist extremists are not supporting this movie. None of my leftist friends are supporting this movie. Not Bernie Bros, not the Yang Gang. I don't even think most Hillary and Biden supporters. Only the furthest of the furthest leftists are defending this movie. Like a movie, Bob, of course! Please report every account you see attacking pound sign. I don't know what that means. Film critics, journalists, or outlets that review Cuties, quote unquote, pretending to accuse them of supporting pedophiles for targeted harassment. This is now a clear mass pile-on campaign with an agenda, angry face with a censored mouth. So Movie Bob is calling people to report people like he always does because he can speak his mind but no one else can. Now, do the people attacking these critics have an agenda? Maybe, but I really don't care. I think they're in the right with this one. And they're not pretending to accuse people of supporting pedophilia. They're just accusing them of supporting pedophilia. How can you even pretend to accuse someone of something? That doesn't make much sense. The fact that Cuties has such a high percentage critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, yet the audience score ranges from 3% to 6%, really shows that the film critics should no longer be critics, because they no longer represent the people. By the way, do you guys want me to do another video on Movie Bob? Because I've been thinking about it. Okay, one more tweet. This one has one of the coveted blue check marks. Incidentally, I am a critic who highly recommends Netflix's #Cuties.
Excuse me, what?
Oh, really? Someone with a blue checkmark supporting a Netflix movie no matter what? Well, I be a monkey's uncle. Remember when people used to say that? No one says that anymore. It's a wonderful, poignant, challenging, and nuanced coming-of-age film. Smartly crafted by a wonderful director. The controversy surrounding it seems to be propaganda fueled by QAnon types and anti-Semites. Yeah, left-wing extremists, you can keep using the racist, sexist, homophobic arguments all you want. No one cares anymore. Racists are hated, but pedophiles are even more hated. And most people would rather be a racist, sexist, homophobic Nazi than a pedophile any day. I don't see what the movie has to do with Judaism in any way. It had something to do with Islam, but not Jews. So I don't even know where you're coming up with this anti-Semite comment. I mean, at least the pedo supporter argument makes sense, unless of course you're Movie Bob. Now, one of the very few videos I've seen actually defending Cuties is this video by Mr. Grill. Now, what side of the political spectrum does he fall on? Let's put on our thinking caps. Well, he likes The Last of Us 2.
It's kind of like The Last of Us 2. It's a great game.
He made a video called Talking to My Black Cousin, Racism, Police, etc. And as you can see from his cousin in his computer screen, she is the blackest black woman I've ever seen in my life, and definitely does not look like a white girl with black hair. He made one of the worst videos on Shoe on Head I have ever seen, and yes, he's bashing her for left-wing reasons and not right-wing reasons. He has videos called Change My Mind, Steven Crowder is bad at arguing. Okay, you guys get the idea. This guy is a far leftist.
This film does try to make you sexually aroused by 11-year-olds. And I'll say it's not bad at it.
Now, he says a lot of things in this video to just make me go, oh no! Oh no!
I don't get the sense that the woman who made this film is... I think she just doesn't pull her punches. I don't think she's trying to titillate simply for the purpose of titillation. If she were, she probably would just cast adults. Make her life a lot easier.
Well, if that wasn't her intention, then why did she put all of this stuff in the movie? Also, it's kind of funny that this is coming from you, considering I know for a fact that you're the type of person who, if you saw one of my political videos, you would take the least charitable interpretation possible.
I don't know if you've ever heard of the app TikTok. There's some pretty interesting stuff on there that, I've checked out, and I recommend you check it out. Girls of all ages are dancing and guys are dancing like this. Dances have become more explicitly sexual.
Yes, but that's on the internet, and those girls are doing it at their own free choice, and people still bash them for it, just like they do with this movie. This is one of the arguments I hate the most from leftists. They always say, well, this is going on and no one's saying anything about it. Have you ever seen Leafy's content or the Leafy clones? They're always talking about stuff like this.
But then, I listen to everybody saying these things, and I think we just sound the same as, like, old fogies did in the 50s and 60s.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, he got us there. We sound like old people from the 1950s. Oh, man, all we do is say he sounds like a pedo. But his insult just hurts so much more. Whew, I gotta sit down.
You're supposed to be sitting there holding these two thoughts in your head, and one that these are kids, and the other that they're hot.
I think this is the easiest video I ever made a response to. I don't even have to say anything. I'll just have to play his video.
I think the whole thing, the title, Cuties, it's a great title because we already sexualize children. When we tell a child that they're cute, we are telling them that they're attractive. And attractiveness is only one thing. It's sex. Attractiveness leads to sex.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? I find a puppy cute. That doesn't mean I want to fuck it. The only person who wants to fuck a puppy is Kira the wolf, and that's it. I might find a really nice car attractive. That doesn't mean I want to stick my joystick in the exhaust port. Now, before someone says, wait a second, but you're a robot, shouldn't you want to fuck cars? No, that's dumb. We're completely different machines. As a human, do you want to rape a cow? No, of course not.
The movie's not critiquing child stripper dance competitions. The movie's critiquing the way you look at and talk to and think about children. And it's not even telling you to change it necessarily, but just to be aware of it and the effects that it can have, which I thought was pretty cool.
Just so you know, that mind does not speak for us.
And one way that women are oppressed in basically every society is that there's no room for their sexuality. I mean, even just looking at the way people are talking about the Wet Ass Pussy song, no matter what you do, if you're a woman and you are openly sexual, a large number of people are going to flip out and not exactly be able to articulate why. And I wonder if that's even part of the backlash to this movie.
Okay, this is something a lot of feminists and women and other people push, and I just don't get it. They don't want women to be sexualized, but they also want women to express their own sexuality. But if women do that, they will be sexualized. Women want to walk down the street in a sexy outfit, but they don't want men to stare at them. But if they don't want men to stare at them, then why would they wear an outfit like that? Let me tell you what they really want. They want men to act and react the way they want them to act and when they want them to act like that. If you truly think like that, then you're a child and you need to grow the fuck up. If I want to wear a Trump hat in public, but I don't want to be treated like a Trump supporter in public, then that makes no sense.
If you're probably more conservative and you go through life thinking, no, girls are not sexual. Girls are cute. And then when they turn 18, then they become sexy. Or whatever, whatever bullshit you tell yourself.
Okay, this is a common map talking point, and I'm really sick of it. No one is saying that someone magically becomes attractive as soon as they blow out the candles on their 18th birthday cake. I find girls who are sometimes underage attractive, but I don't pursue them because they're underage. I wait until they're of age, because this law is not for me to magically find them attractive or unattractive. The law was put in place for their benefit so someone doesn't take advantage of them. But I don't want to get into a whole conversation about the age of consent because this video is already long enough. Guys, I'm just so tired of everything. The riots, the lockdown, the current election, and now this. I just wish things could go back to normal like they were 7 years ago when we just made fun of Anita and BuzzFeed and things were just so much more simple. I want to say this is the far left's version of the Battle of Gettysburg, as far as they can possibly advance before finally losing the war. But I have thought that so many times and they just keep going further. What is even next after this? My eyes have seen the glory of the cleansing of YouTube, debunking SJWs and feminazis too. We criticize reactionists in hopes they get the boot, just to roll on marches on